Alright, today's Saturday. It's like 28 degrees outside. So we're going to work in the chicken yard today. We're going to take the bedding out of their chicken tractor. The only reason we put bedding in their tractor this time of year is mainly because we can't move it around. There's too much ice and snow around, so we can't move it, and I don't want all the poop in one spot. So we put a tarp down and we put straw in on the tarp, and then they poop on the tarp, and every couple of weeks we'll take it out. Actually, every week or two I'll add more straw, and then every third or fourth week I'll take it out. And today it's going to go in here. So first thing I'm going to do is move all this stuff back a little bit before we open that up and take it out. So follow along if you would like to. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and follow along with the video.
I'm loving that corn.
Right now what they're doing is I just fed them. We fermented some corn that we harvested ourselves here. But some of it wasn't any good for us, so we fermented it, and I just poured it out there for the chickens. It's been fermenting for probably 3 days, maybe 3-ish days. They were going totally insane on it. Right now they're kind of backed off a little bit. I think some of it's still too hard for them. They won't be able to eat it. But once it's in here long enough, they'll be able to eat it, and it'll actually germinate inside here in the compost. So I'm going to actually probably end up covering it up right now. Alright, we just got this out, the straw out, and put it in there. Their chickens are going crazy in there right now. So yeah, so I'm just going to put new in. This is what the inside looks like. It's just a tarp. Under the tarp, in the summertime we don't have the tarp. It's just 1-inch cloth where their poop falls straight through, but we don't worry about cleaning it out in the summer months. But as you can see, we can't move it around here, and I don't want all that poop the whole winter. We're going to poop in one pile. So I'll put a tarp down, throw straw in there, and then take the straw out every couple weeks. The straw is pretty plentiful in this area, so I don't worry too much. And I don't worry a whole lot about breaking it up much in there. They'll break it up themselves. I'll just put it in clumps like that. And trust me, tomorrow at this time, you'll never know those was put in there like blocks. Some of that sprouting.
Yeah. We had to close the door. Usually do have to close the door on the chicken tractor. They come in and won't let you get done.
They're pretty nosy critters. But they're content in there now, so they don't really care what we're doing.
Except for one.
Well, yeah, it's her. It's hard to believe it's her, actually. Tossed still another bale now. We got a bunch of bales of straw. I'm not sure how many bales. Plenty to last us all winter. But like I said, they'll come through here and they'll scratch that around. I'm not too concerned about it. But then probably next week this time I'll put more in it. But yeah, they'll scratch it around, thin it out. I got to take the perches off to get that out of there. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it ain't that big a deal. This is on there to keep them out of the nesting boxes. But these we can get to from the outside. But if you look back through our old videos, you'll see how we do it, how we build it. So that's pretty much it. Then that's going to close this up. Then I'm going to get the stuff out of that ring behind my wife, the camera lady. And I'm going to put it in there as well. Because that there's pretty dry. What they got in there now is dry. That there's wet naturally. It's been snowing and raining for the last who knows how long. But, and then they'll turn that into compost.
Happy, happy, happy.
That's right.
Wait, you're stuck on the cord.
So this place right here is where we fed them at when the weather wasn't so bad. We'd feed them inside that. We had that welded wire right there around some straw and other stuff, and we would dump our table scraps and whatnot in there and feed them in it. And with the weather getting nasty, they ain't been in there too much. They've been inside the little tunnel we built for them out of cattle panels. So I was planning on putting that in the cattle panel. Normally what we do is we take that out and put it in here in their compost area, and what is in their chicken tractor we would then put inside their food ring. Well, this time we just stuck it all in there, and that one there is starting to play around and dig around in here, so I'm going to let that there for now. And maybe when the weather breaks in a couple of weeks, I'll put the rest of that in here. But this here's our version of chicken tractor on steroids for the winter months. It's not quite what a lot of them do, but it does seem to be working pretty good. They're definitely enjoying themselves in here, digging around, scratching around, finding seeds and whatnot. And we feed them in the mornings. I'll come out in the mornings with the bucket of food and I'll table scraps, and I'll just dump across that pile, and then they'll eat it up and poop and everything else, scratch around. And then we'll just keep moving the pile back through and back through and back through. It seems to work pretty good for us so far. I've not got any compost out of this system yet, but on that far end, the compost looks extremely good, so we're hopeful. And this spring we got 25 more egg layers coming. Right now we got 14 hens and a rooster. So next year we'll have 25 hens coming. There might be a rooster coming with too or not. We're not sure. We'll get one free one for ordering 25 chickens, but it may be a rooster. That's how we got that rooster, because it came free with the flock. So we'll see how it turns out for us. So at this point, that's going to wrap this up. Follow us if you like us. Like us, please. Follow along with our journey. We are trying to figure this out as we go. So next year we got a bunch more egg layers, and we got some meat chickens coming as well. So follow along, like and share, subscribe if you're not. So until we meet again, take care and God bless.